So last weekend I planted some of my winter brassicas in this bed and they are doing okay. The slugs have only found them a little bit, so pretty much they're still surviving. We've got a little bit of nibbling going on down here, but they're doing better than the other ones, which I'll show you in a minute. Along this edge here I planted some peas. They haven't popped their heads up yet, they've only been in a week. And along this edge of this one I planted peas. So there's Alan with his girls, or was it Steve? I always get them confused. And I haven't put anything in this bed, but just that wasn't like that like an hour ago. So somebody's been in and used it as a litter tray. It's ready to put. I'm going to put carrots in there. I've got some onions to go in the other half of that bed. So I'm going to fill this up with carrots. And this one, I've got some more onions. I've got leeks rather, and spring onions to plant. So these are the, is it spring onions or just normal onions? Can't remember which I planted now. Last week I planted these onions, which are spring onions. Right, so I've got the yellow onions and the leeks to plant. And those going in those beds I've just shown you. Here we've got some more brassicas, and again we've got our not so friendly friends helping themselves to breakfast. And this is just downside for the potato patch. A couple of weeks back I planted peas, and these ones are popping up. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? There. So we've got the peas popping up. In here I planted some beetroot along the other side on a tape. Thought I'd try the seeds that are into the tape, and there's no sign of them yet, so I'm not sure that that was successful. Got a few divots in this bed, so I suspect even despite the net being on here, the cats have been doing their thing. The strawberries that are a couple of year old plants that I took out of their pots and planted them over there are actually settling in quite nicely and doing quite well. This is beetroot's been in here a while. Some of it is getting a little bit dug up. Bit of honesty and whatever that plant is. Got the odd potato still trying its best to grow for me. Still trying its best to grow. And over here we've got disaster zone, because the brassicas that went in about 2-3 weeks back are kaput, thanks to slugs. And why can't you just live in here and eat the lettuce that I don't really want? And we've got some nibbling going on in these beds. Look at that. Just look at that. I don't really want to put bait down because my cats come up here, my dogs are around the garden, and yeah, I just don't want to go down that path. We've got the blackcurrant is just dying back nicely. And over here we have my Brussels sprouts, which again are just being hammered by slugs. So that's a bit disappointment. And one of the cats has been digging in this corner. So I'll have to sort you out. So it's the garden. We're trying to get some days where the grass actually dries so we can mow it properly. It's had a few goes, but it's not been overly successful.